right, this is just like, this is who he was, and this is epic, and I don't know if you think this is funny, but it's like a window. It's like a fucking real window. Like, no, he knew everybody. Like, the last time I saw Rickles, he and his wife came over about 2 months ago, and they came over with Suzanne Summers and her husband, and Sidney Poitier and his wife, and we had what we call our Legends dinner, and it was fucking cool. Like, and because I thought Poitier might be shocked by Rickles or whatever, and then Poitier comes up to me and he goes, "Young lady," which is why I hang out with him. He calls me young lady. Enough with the Mr. Tibbs and the Oscars, he just calls me young lady. And he goes, and I said, if Don says anything out of line, you know, you let me know, Sidney. And he goes, "Young lady, this man has been making me laugh for 60 years. I love this man." I mean, one time I was with Rickles and I was sitting with Sharon Stoney, who's like nuts, you know, who I love. Like, we're friends now, but it's okay, she knows it. Well, you have to tell these crazy lunatics. So I've told Stoney she's crazy to her face many times, and now we're friends. That's what happens with transparency, and we'll get to the government in a minute. Oh, don't worry, I just came from the Hill. I did, I was on the Hill all day. For the LGBTs, for the LGBTs. We're gonna get there, trust me. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna try to run through some quick Don ones. But so I was at this table and Stoney was to my right, and then Don is over there, and he was like the king, right? So he would hold court. And then Sharon Stone sits next to me, which of course is her mistake. So she looks at me and Rickles and she's like, "Oh Christ, I might as well." And she just sits down. And then Rickles and I give each other like this look. And I'm not saying I'm his peer, because I'm not his peer, I never will be. But it made me feel for 1 second, he gave me this look that was like, "Go." So we both like, you know exactly what that happened. All right, I don't even have to tell you the rest. So we laid into Stoney so hard, I can't believe she's fucking talking to me. And he would be telling something about how crazy she was in Casino, and then I would be like accusing her of trying to fuck Morgan Freeman in the bathroom. Like, I'm not kidding. And after a while, she just fucking took it on the chin, and then she would just go, "You two are a kick." Like, I think she wanted to kill us, but he had that ability. Like, one thing I learned from him was Don is one of those people, as is my dear departed Joan Rivers. Give it up. We do think of them together a lot, right? Like, they actually toured together for a while, which was fucking amazing. But, you know, so another time I was with Rickles, and this is when I got to present at the Primetime Emmys with him, the only time I ever got to present. So they said, "We want you to go out with Rickles." I said, "Perfect." So then Don says, "Honey," you know, honey toots or whatever. He says, "Honey, I'm kind of hurting like in my knee," which old people always hurt. So I said, "I'm just expecting it. I'm used to my mother." I was like, "Where's your ache?" And so he said, so at rehearsals, we had to walk over, like there was like a MASH set. I think they were honoring MASH or something. So backstage at, you know, the day of the Emmys, I'm there with Rickles and we're rehearsing, and then who sits next to us? Fucking Betty White and Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting there, and by the way, I went to rehearsal in like a ball gown and hair and makeup. They were all making fun of me because I knew I would see super famous people. I just thought, I don't know, what if I get like a picture with someone famous? I might as well be in a ball gown when everyone else is in, you know, overalls or Lululemons. And so anyway, we're sitting there, and the late great amazing Mary Tyler Moore was very reserved. I love her. And you know, Don would maybe lightly, lovingly make fun of someone who was a little reserved. I'm not putting down Mary Tyler Moore, but you have to know this was like a moment that you live for with Rickles. So it's Rickles, me, Betty, and Mary. And we're all joking, and Mary's like very serious, and she was always very sweet, very serious professional. And then Mary gets up and leaves, and Rickles turns to me and Betty and goes, "What a stiff." And Betty goes, "You said it." Now I know they were kidding, and don't you dare put that in the York Gazette or the York Times. But that's like the guy he was. Like, he would even say that about like the fucking iconic Mary Tyler. Like, you just didn't want to leave the table if you were there with Rickles. Like, you knew the first one to leave gets it. So I would hold my pee until I had a urinary tract infection. All right, should we start this fucking show?